Okay. So thank you for your time. Thank you for staying here with us. Let me introduce who we are. We are Catalina from ProtoPixel, Sales Project Manager, and myself, Carlos Martinez, Control and Connectivity Business Developer in LEDS4. Just let me explain 20 seconds about LEDS4, and then Catalina will explain about ProtoPixel. So who we are? We are LEDS4, over 50 years. We are spending and innovative to offer top lighting quality and the best service possible in every project. We are trying to bring light quality to our customers and to our spaces and projects. Let me explain very quickly one of our departments who are in charge of developing projects, like special projects, as you can see in this slide. We are able to do special projects to fit special requirements to our customers. You can see here that we can develop products like this one from an idea from a lighting designer or architect. Then we can develop this idea and we can make it happen. We can produce this luminaire and also we can install. We are giving support in all of these phases to our customers. Also, we have more than 40,000 of reference in our catalog, but I would like to mention that these special luminaires are a key point for our company, and those of them we have here, and we will explain in this project.
So I'm from ProtoPixel. For those of you that don't know ProtoPixel, it's a company that started in Barcelona in 2015 with a very clear vision, which persists until today, which is to democratize digital light and its benefits. Up until this day, we've done over 300 projects all over the world, and it's very important for us to transform creators' vision of light into reality. We do this passion for transforming ideas into light is what has given birth to our platform, the ProtoPixel platform, which is a platform to create all different kinds of light, from functional to emotional lighting, orchestrating light in space and time. We do it through 5 different valuable layers. The first one is our design layer to design the light. The second one is integrations to integrate the light with other systems. Our cloud layer is to be able to control the luminaires remotely. Our enablers to be able to transform, to go from the digital world to the physical world, and our control interface. And now we're going to see how each one of these layers are applied to a specific project that we collaborated together with LEDS4.
Okay, so everything born from an idea, from a concept, and this concept for this lighting installation was resilience. What is resilience for our lighting departments is the capacity to overcome the difficulties that appears in these years, like COVID, like the problems that we have in our planet nowadays, and also war. So this cycle from chaos to calm with these periods, we wanted to represent in this project. We have on one hand this scene, like calm scene, that we can see colors like blue or warm color temperatures, and also this static mood that we see in the first picture. And at the picture at the bottom of the slide, we can see a tornado. No, it's like the representation of the chaos with red colors, black colors, and movement. No, so all of these two topics, these two scenes, we would like to transform into the lighting project. So we try to move these colors, these ideas to the lighting project. Also, we want to make it make the immersive installation, and who is better than people to affect to this change, to this cycle from calm to chaos. So we talk with ProtoPixel and we say to them that we wanted something physical to make people interact with the installation and to create this chaos.
So as Carlos said, in this project, we already had an idea that was already transmitted to us. So the lighting designer from LEDS C4 already came to us with an idea. So now we'll see how we translated that idea into the project throughout our different stages, our different layers. We'll see a small video here from our first stage. So our first stage is the design stage, which we use our tool ProtoPixel Create. It's our software. As you can see, it's a very user-friendly software. It's based off of Photoshop. Basically, it's a Photoshop for LEDs. So if you already have any kind of knowledge for any kind of design system, it's quite easy. So in this case, we did already know the description of the installation. We knew how many luminaires we were going to have. We knew the specific qualities of each luminaire, which Carlos will explain now afterwards. So here we go creating our different virtual fixtures inside of the software. And basically designing the installation virtually inside the software. So we have our all Zoom elements, and you can see here that we have all our different design tools, just like in every design project. You can speed it up a little bit. So as I said, we already knew how many luminaires were in the project. So we had 18 luminaires. So we create all the different luminaires, and then we can go trying out different contents. So as he explained related to the idea, we wanted to create these 3 different types of contents to go through the calm period, the chaotic period, and then the transition between the chaos and the calm period. So for the first one, we chose a content from our content library. We adjust it to the luminaires very easily. And on the right-hand column, you'll see that we have what is called our inspector, and we can modify the different specifications of the content. So here we go adjusting the colors depending on the desire of the lighting designer, and we'll see afterwards also that we can also modify these things on site afterwards with our mobile app. So basically we go creating a little bit the content that we desire, and then also with our render mode, which is the light bulb that we'll see now up in the top right corner, you can visualize how you will be able to see the content on the luminaires without actually having to be in the installation. So in order to create the same content on the other side of the installation, we create a clone content, and basically we just tell this content that it's going to be copying the exact same content, which is on the other side. So we grab the content from the other side, we clone it, and now we have the same content on each side. So this was the first content created for the calm period. Then afterwards, sorry, it's a bit long, but it will come to it. Then afterwards, we add a video. So for the chaos period, there was a video that was created. And this content was the one that was activated with the interactive button in the installation. And after the chaotic period, we go into the transition of more yellow and fluid colors. And again, you can see how it's visually already perceived in the installation virtually without having to be at the installation. Then for our second layer, it's integrations, because light doesn't live alone in spaces. It has to integrate with other systems, with other tools, with data, with other elements. So for this case, it was an interactive button that people were able to press to be able to activate this chaotic content.
Let's talk about the design of the luminaires. Firstly, let me explain the event. We participate in a year event in Barcelona, which is the Grec festival, Grec Gardens in Barcelona, who is an event of music, dance, theater, and we participate every year with a lighting show aligned with the concept of this festival. Okay, so firstly, it's important to us to make a luminaire perfect to adapt and to be integrated in the space. For this reason, we thought that the best thing was to make it something vertical, like this totem. Yeah, you can see here, like 2.5 meters of height with this aluminum profile to make the stability of everything, and with a base. And this base will locate all the devices and the controllers from ProtoPixel. It's important to say that we use digital LEDs because we wanted to make something immersive, and we want to represent these moods and to be all of these luminaires synchronized between them. So that's important to say that.
Mm-hmm. And with that said, as he said, so our next layers in our platform are cloud and enablers. For this particular installation, we use two of our products, which are the node and our long-range controller. The node is basically the brain of the installation, and it has the whole project that we created previously in the software with all of the contents and all the luminaires and all the mapping that we have already previously done in the software. It also permits you to connect remotely. So if you want to make any modifications to the installation or just control or monitor it remotely, it's also possible through its IP address. And then our long-range controller, as it says, it controls up to 9,600 RGB pixels, a bit less with RGB white. In this case, the luminaires are RGB white LED strips. So with one controller, we were able to control the whole installation. Because of certain distances, we did use two controllers, but with one controller, it's possible to control the whole installation. And these are for digital SPI, obviously, luminaires.
Mm-hmm. It's important to say that we also want these luminaires to work as autonomous. Mm-hmm. So it's very easy to make it this autonomy for every single luminaire, because we can change the device, the ProtoPixel device, mm-hmm. and that's it.
Mm-hmm. And now for our last layer, it's, as I said, our mobile apps, which is called Spaces. So you can see here on the right-hand side of the screen, this is basically what you'll be able to visualize in any mobile app on any iPhone or Android or a tablet. So after we have already created all of our project inside of Create, then we go on to configure our spaces. So before we are seeing it in user mode, and here we see it in manager mode. Here we already have it pre-programmed, so we don't make it so long. But basically here we have our three contents created of the project. And we also have created in different elements that we here, in this case, we added all the luminaires for the right side as the right element and all the luminaires for the left side as the left element. There is the possibility also of creating different spaces. So if you wanted to control each one individually or each space individually, instead of having one global space with different elements in it, you can create a different space, let's say the right space, for example, and control it this way. But as I said before, you can also make modifications on site. So if we go back to, for example, for the right-hand side of the luminaires, and we have already these contents on each one of them, and we created the mood saying this was the transition mood. If we go to this mood, we have the possibility to be able to modify on site. So here you can see the same modifications that we were able to make on the software. You can make on-site to adjust to the human eye, on-site to really make the best modifications and make what the lighting designer really wants to transmit. No?
This application is really interesting because our lighting designers from LEDS were playing with these parameters to select the perfect mood and to select the perfect colors in the luminaires in this case.
Of course, because it's also not true, with the human eye, what you see on the computer sometimes. Mm-hmm.
Well, I would like to say that we also give all the technical documentation in our projects. This case was needed to make it with renders and this kind of lighting simulations, or also lighting calculations. So we can give all this support to our customers. Also, in this kind of installation with this technology, well, not all this technology, but with the control and connectivity, it's important to give the correct data and the correct technical information. And for that reason, we give to our customers technical information like wirings, location of sensors and devices and everything to give to make things easier in terms of installation and reduce possible issues.
And as I said before, since we have the node at the installation, we're able to control and monitor the installation remotely. So any problems that they would have on site, there doesn't necessarily have to be someone on site to make any modifications to the installation.
Mm-hmm. Finally, we will see some pictures about the installation. You will see here the totem, the vertical totem, with in this case it's the chaos mood. Mm-hmm. You can see red colors and warm colors. Also, all the project, all the luminaires inside the installation. You can see also the totem with the push button at the left of the slide. This is the transition scene, I think.
Mhm.
And also we have here a small video.
The installation was up for a month, no? Outdoors the whole time. Very important.
Was important
Yeah.
to ensure the IP of
Yeah.
everything, of the luminaire and also the devices inside the totems. And that's it. We get to the end.
Yeah.
So if you have any question, please, you can use the chat. Otherwise, we will send you our contact, our email, and if you want to ask whatever you want.
If you have any questions, you can send any questions to our email. With our follow-up email, you'll have all of our information.
Okay, let's wait. If there is some questions.
Hello.
Don't be shy. Can you produce light with another dimension, like bigger screen? Yeah.
Yeah, of course. The luminaire is also custom made. So as Carlos was saying, you can custom make your different luminaires. Our technology or our controllers are for digital SPI, but you can make, let's say, a screen with LED matrices, or even if it is a different kind of protocol as well as DMX, our system is also compatible with other kinds of protocols. I don't know if that answered your question. Great.
Okay.
If you have any other further questions, again, you can send us an email and we can go more into depth in the area.
We will wait. Someone is writing. Okay.